other end of the stick of pride is far more subtle. It presents itself as timidity, low self-esteem, or false humility. People function in this form of pride debase and ridicule themselves before others can. They hide in the background, worrying about what others think. They feel unworthy and often struggle to believe. These people know God can heal, deliver, and prosper, but they don't know if He will do those good things for them. They don't feel worthy, but that too is pride. Now, I'm highlighting this just because I really want you to zoom in on it. Talk to me about that. What do you think about this? What do you feel? People at home, I can see you on Facebook if you comment.
I don't get it. It's a little confusing. If it's genuine, like if it's like a person who genuinely doesn't feel that they're worthy, I don't understand how that can be pride. But if it's like a false humility and they just want people to think that they think they're not worthy, then I get that. I don't totally understand it.
But to me, it's still saying the same thing, that you are putting your thoughts over what God has said.
Amen. I was thinking, I agree with that. And I agree with the statement, because I also think, it's not more so, it's putting what you think above what God thinks. So even if somebody feel like they did something that's unforgivable, right? They may withhold even asking for God for forgiveness, even though He promises forgiveness, So it's one of those things to where because I kind of dealt with that in a way, but I never saw it as pride. You know what I mean? But in a sense, it is. I was believing all the bad stuff about myself versus believing what God says about myself. So and
yeah, okay, that helps.
I'm gonna see what he says if he even comments on it. But yeah, it's real interesting. So pride in its simplest form, this is already underlined, is self-centeredness. It doesn't matter if you're elevating self, hiding self, debasing self. If your attitude and actions are focused on self, you're in pride. So this brings me to something that I think is very, very important, that most of the time when we think of pride, when you hear the word pride, you think of arrogance. But as it says here, pride in its simplest form is self-centeredness. And so it doesn't have to be this bodacious, I think I'm the stuff. Again, it could be like, I think I'm the scum of the earth. But again, it's self-centeredness. When situations, it's always about how it affects you.